In this video, I'll talk to you about my thoughts this Friday. I'm happy that my mother wants to celebrate Shabbat and she wants to say nice things about each family member. She also wants the world passport. But back to Shabbat, she mentioned that today she's mopping right now and washing dishes, which is unusual. I'm happy that she's up out of bed. I had to go get the mop bucket and the mop for her. Well, I do keep it. It's hers. She bought it, and I keep it outside my door here because I mop every day, especially after listening to Booker T. Washington. But even before that, I like her mop bucket. My hands don't touch the dirty water. It doesn't have wheels, but I can fill it up with about 2-3 gallons, maybe 2 gallons of water. This week, my mother noticed that the spouse has been doing homework with my son, and that for the first time in a long time, the spouse or the child's mother has not been screaming and has been patient while speaking to the boy. My mother also mentioned that anywhere she goes with this spouse, little kids walk up to, I'll call my spouse Maria. Little kids walk up to Maria and they say, "Hello, Miss Maria." Different stores, same story. That must be nice, because I remember a child walked up to me when I was a substitute. That day I had been the substitute of this child, and this child walked up to me at the library and, "Hello, Mr. Daniel." And I said, "Hello, where's your adult?" And she said, "Over here." I said, "Great. You can salute me at school, but not over here. You could just wave and then, but we're not allowed to talk to each other except at school." Maybe I shouldn't have said anything, because what are the chances I will run into that child again? I did run into another child again, but he was older. He was already out of high school when I saw him. He said to me, "You look familiar." I said, "I was a substitute teacher. I remember you in 6th grade." Now, I was only there like 1 week before I got fired, all right? And he said, "You're the one that told me not to color the cat." I said, "I told you guys to color the cat if you want to. Don't color the cat if you don't want to. That's between you and your teacher." You see, in schools, and in Grimm's, in what's the name of the other one? They're teaching you to be obedient. There's this book called Gentle Measures in the Management and, well, it's about children, 3 modes of parenting, by Jacob Abbott. Gentle Measures in the Management and Bringing Up of Our Child, or something like that. It's on LibriVox. Oh, maybe I can read it if I turn it this way. No. Let's see, if I go back and I turn it this way. Gentle Gentle measures in the management and gentle measures in the management and training of young children or something. It's got a long name, by Jacob Abbott. And it talked about what we can do so that children are more obedient. But Dr. Dobson mentions, he's from the Focus on the Family radio show. He's got his own show now, or his own other show, because he used to do the Focus on the Family, but now he's got another show. And in it, he talks about how one child will be obedient and the other one disobedient, but in the end, when we grow up, both children will be disobedient. Like, I am very disobedient now. However, because I was Baker acted twice by the spouse, and one time she lied. So the neighbor was here the other day with his dog, and his dog was mounting my dog, and I was happy for it, and my dog has been fixed, so no babies, no puppies will come out. And the spouse said, bring the dog inside. Meaning our dog, the girl dog. And I told my neighbor that I have to obey. And normally I would have spoken right there why I have to obey. I have to obey because otherwise this spouse will call the police and tell a lie and get me Baker acted. Maybe not for that particular moment, but 3 days later when she gets more upset. So I always remember Jesus, that he said, not one among you can mention a single sin against me. And so I do take precautions not to offend the spouse in any manner. However, she found it offensive. When I went inside the house, she said, you told him you have to obey me. And I just walked on all the way to my room back here. Yes, it's offensive not to answer her back, but it's better not to answer her back. Because an hour later what I've noticed is when the spouse wants to pick a fight with me and I walk away from it, pretty soon she gets on my daughter's case. She doesn't fight grandma. She doesn't fight. Oh, she does argue with my son, but I usually go in there and I say, sir, I want to speak with you. And then when we come out here, I tell him, sir, it's not safe for you in there. It's not safe for me in there. Please come with me now. If you go back in there, what do you want from there? The cats? I'll go get them. The dog? I'll go get them. You want food? I'll go get it. Whatever you want from that house, I'll go get it. But do not go back in there. Stay with me. And then he says, well, I really want to go back in there. And I tell him, do you love me? Come with me. Like right now here, I got Snowball. Come on, Snowball. Welcome, buddy. I love you, man. We got nice air conditioning in here. Come, my friend. Oh, you're not letting me grab you, huh? People that practice Tai Chi Chuan, I think they learned it from cats. Or from fish. Try to grab a fish. But the cats, sometimes they're just barely out of reach. Of course, Eagle Claw and Tiger Claw could defeat a Tai Chi guy. Well, it depends on who's better, actually. All right. Enjoy your life. Be better than I am. Thank you.